Hello you guys, what is up? Welcome back. I hope everybody watching is doing well. I hope you guys are all taking care of yourselves. Today is going to be the 2024 love predictions. This specific reading is going to be for the singles. If you are in a happy, healthy relationship, there will be plenty of more readings to come in the future where we will include you guys as well, but this specific reading is just going to be for the singles. So, I'm very, very excited to get started. Before I show you guys the piles, this is a little reminder. Tarot is a divination tool. It's an intuitive practice. Take what resonates, leave what does not. There's nuance to every conversation. Keep that in mind while you are on the internet. With all that out of the way, you guys, let's go ahead and get started with the piles. All right, you guys, these are the three piles. We have group number 1 right here with the Moroccan geode. Group number 2 with this heart-shaped cluster, and group number 3 with this little cute piece of agate. If you guys need a moment to meditate on which pile is calling your name, you guys are free to do that right now, and if you want to pick more than one pile, you guys are always welcome to do so. Alright, you guys have now picked your pile. Please go and check out my description box where I've left you guys timestamps for when your reading will start, and with that, let's go and jump into today's pick a card. Hello, group number 1. You guys, I'm sorry the lighting is off. Again, like I just moved again, and I have a huge window right here, and it's kind of like blinding. So if the lighting is weird, if the sound is weird, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be figuring out a lot in this year. So let's go ahead and start with the dice. We have Cancer and we also have Pisces. Hello, Cancers. Hello, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, you guys. Libra and Taurus. Hello, Libra. Hello, Taurus. Taurus and Sagittarius. Hello, Taurus. Hello, Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, you guys. If you are looking for a personal reading, again, those are in the description box. If they're out of stock, message me and I will set you up with something in the future. Let's go ahead and get on into it. Okay, let me get a little coffee real quick. Okay. Can I please get a message? Two of Wands. Group 1, what can the singles of group 1 be expecting in 2024? Now here's the thing, you guys. I don't know if you're new here, you are probably unaware of this. I'm not going to sugarcoat your reading. I'm not going to tell you you're meeting the love of your life when you're not meeting the love of your life. If I see something negative going on, I'm going to tell you what's coming up in the cards. I'm not going to take the tower and go, oh my God, this is absolutely incredible. I'm also not going to invoke fear or like fear monger or anything like that. I just want to make that clear, guys. This is going to be as grounded as we possibly can make it. Okay. I need one more. What can the singles of group number 1? Okay. So I also just want to state, you guys, that the oracle cards could bring about more information or will bring about more information. So I don't want you to just listen to the tarot and then be like, okay, I'm done, because we need to get to the oracles. But as of right now, I'm not seeing a relationship coming into your life. I'm not seeing a relationship. I'm not seeing marriage. I'm not seeing an engagement. I'm not seeing anything like that. And again, that's not to say that there's not a possibility still. Again, we do have oracle cards to pull from. So the first card we're going to go ahead and talk about, you guys, is the Two of Wands, okay? Now, the Two of Wands, group number 1, is essentially talking about planning for the future. I think this is a really important card when you're single, because I feel like a lot of people go into relationships and they end up in relationships because they're like, oh, well, we're attracted to each other, without actually diving deep and asking the important questions and really having a clear understanding of what you want in a partner or what you need in a partner. Now, if you are under the age of 25, or if you're somebody who doesn't want marriage or doesn't want kids, honestly, have fun, live your life. You don't need to, like, you know, really, like, you can learn through lessons, you can learn through relationships. Now, if you are somebody who wants to get married, who wants to have kids one day, who wants to settle down and have a family, like, if you want that, it is extremely important that you have a clear vision of the kind of partner, not just that you want, but that you need, or that qualities that you would need to feel secure, happy, and safe in a long-term relationship, okay? So with the Two of Wands, this is essentially making plans. For some of you, I want to encourage you to start scripting, okay? For those of you who want to get married, I want you to write your wedding vows. And I know that sounds so crazy. I feel like for me, this is a manifestation technique that I've used a few different times in my life. And I feel like every time that I've used it, I have entered into a profound relationship. And with this, I'm very much seeing it as like a need to get a clear vision again of like who you want or what you want in a partner. Now, I'm not talking about physical attributes, you guys, because obviously I know physical attraction is important, but I feel like, you know, if you're looking for a long-term relationship, that is going to not play as big of a role in the importance of making a relationship last. So, planning for the future. Also, that could be a message for you guys to be very conscious of your actions, be very conscious of like saying like, okay, I want a relationship, but then acting in ways that aren't in alignment with that. For example, last year when I was single, there was a point where I was like, okay, I really do, like, I don't want to be with somebody who just wants me for my physical body. I don't want to be with somebody who's not serious or who's not looking for a relationship, who's not willing to give me what I want. So I consciously made decisions to avoid men who were very obviously like not serious or very obviously not obsessed with me, right? Like, if you're not obsessed with me, get out my face. I very consciously pushed men away who were not showing me that they were serious or that they were interested. So this could even just be representing you guys making conscious decisions in regards to the people that you're engaging with. We have the Page of Pentacles. This is one of my favorite cards, you guys. This is talking about leveling up, okay? This is talking about going from down here on the floor to up here. Now, this could be referencing your standards. This could also be referencing you going from, again, being single to being in a relationship or to being in a meaningful connection. This isn't necessarily saying like, oh, you're going to be in a relationship, but this is saying that your love life is elevating. It is leveling up in some way, shape, or form in 2024. Now, we also have the Queen of Cups. I feel like this is talking about emotional stability. So for those of you who picked pile 1, it's extremely important that you guys are not just focusing on your external relationships, but that you are also focusing on your internal relationship with yourself. Now, a lot of people hear this and they go, well, I want love and like I should be allowed to have love without like needing to do inner work. And it's like, okay, I hear you. Obviously, yes, like you are entitled, I should take that back. Nobody's entitled to another person. That's psychotic. But you are worthy of love. You are deserving of love. However, in order to be in a healthy, happy, long-lasting relationship, like you have to do work on yourself. You have to turn your focus inward, because you are 50% of a relationship. You are 1/2 of a relationship. And if you are not well mentally, emotionally, physically, your relationship's not going to go over well. So seeing this card, you guys, essentially all I want to say to you is make sure that you are taking care of yourself in 2024 mentally and emotionally, and that you are in a stable place. Obviously, this is not to say you have to be perfect, but you cannot be oblivious to your own shadow. We have the Ace of Swords. Now, this is telling me that there is something new or someone new coming into your life in 2024. Again, you guys, there's just nothing here that's screaming to me relationship, so I don't feel confident saying that there's a relationship blossoming. But the Ace of Swords is talking about a burst of energy, going in a new direction, being really excited about this new thing that has come into our life. We also have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles is a golden opportunity. This is essentially just like there is an opportunity that's coming into your life. Now, some of you may take that opportunity, others of you will not. Obviously, because this is predictions for the singles, I'm seeing it as you having an opportunity to fall in love perhaps in 2024, you having an opportunity to get to know somebody in 2024. I'm not seeing a clear outcome though. We also have the Three of Cups. Now, this is talking about going out and having fun. So if you are single right now and you are younger, you are older, you are middle-aged, whatever, that doesn't mean you have to stop having fun. That doesn't mean that life is just over and depressing and like blah. Like, you still need to find reasons to be happy. You still need to find reasons to celebrate life. It would be so silly and so like a waste of time and a waste of energy to only focus on what you don't have in life or only focus on what's going wrong in life. I think it's so incredibly important for the people who picked this group to find pockets of happiness regardless of whether you find the love of your life or whether you continue to be single throughout the rest of this year. Having fun and going out and having new experiences is going to be important for all of you. Okay, let's go ahead and get some astrology. Can I please We have Saturn here. This feels restricted, experience struggle, learn hard work, and patience. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. Saturn is a blocker, right? Saturn is essentially like, I don't want to say a blocker because that's BS. When people say that, when people talk about Saturn and they're like, oh, Saturn stops you from getting what you want. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It does not. Saturn presents you with a challenge. And most people, I feel like, give up so easily when they have a desire for something and it doesn't work out, or there's like a struggle, they give up, okay? And I feel like Saturn is really here to test you in regards to like, do you really want this? How much energy are you willing to put towards this? How much effort are you willing to put towards this? How much work, how much time are you willing to put towards this? Do you really want it, or do you want it for your ego? Do you want it so that you can say you have it? Do you really, truly, in your heart of hearts, want this? Or is it like a surface level desire? I feel like Saturn really does help people determine what is truly important to them and what is not. What is truly something that they, in their heart of hearts, want versus, again, something that they want to feed their ego. When this is showing up in a reading and we're talking about your love life, I just feel like there are some of you who truly wholeheartedly, like, you're ready for love, you want love. Perhaps it's already been a struggle. And for those of you where it's already been a struggle, it's very possible that Saturn is presenting you with a few more challenges prior to giving you that person. Now, what could those challenges be? Those challenges could be you choosing to go to therapy and choosing to work on yourself, choosing to do hard work on yourself. Those struggles could be potentially you putting yourself in uncomfortable situations, such as going on blind dates or approaching people out in public and openly being like, hey, I'm attracted to you. Are you single? Can I get your number? Like, these are challenges that Saturn presents when it comes to relationships. It could even be talking about cultivating a relationship that isn't necessarily the most convenient, okay? But regardless, this is telling me that there is going to be challenges in your love life in 2024. And Saturn is really going to separate those of you who pick this pile. Saturn is really going to separate those of you who want true love and those of you who just want, like, to not be lonely. We have Cardinal. This is Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. This is instigation, bravery, and a pioneering spirit. So with the cardinal signs here, you guys, this is essentially just talking about like going after what you want. This is essentially talking about being brave enough to start the damn thing, okay? Again, when the cardinal signs show up, this is very action-oriented energy. We're not just sitting around saying, oh my God, like I really want this or I really want that. Like, we're going out and we're doing something about it. We're not just sitting around twiddling our thumbs. So when I see this, it's telling me that your love life is going to require action. And if you do not invoke the action, then like nothing's happening in your love life. Like, you're gonna stay stagnant. If the cardinal signs do not choose to get up and do it, then nothing's gonna happen, right? So the way that I see this again for you guys is there's challenges happening in your love life for sure, or there is an inconvenience, a layer of inconvenience that you guys are gonna have to overcome. And there is a need for you guys to take initiative or a need for you guys to take action. Now, if you are a woman and you're like, no, I want a man to approach me, that is not what I'm saying. I'm not saying you need to be aggressive or step into your masculine energy, but what I am saying is you need to provide openings for men to do this then. You cannot just, again, sit back and twiddle your thumbs. You have to present openings for somebody to approach you. You have to present openings for somebody to feel comfortable approaching you. So I don't care how you guys choose to go about this, but if you want your love life to progress, you have to choose to take action in some way, shape, or form. Whether that's, again, going on a dating app or going out and about in real life, and again, creating openings for people to have a desire to approach you. Okay. Okay, beautiful. Some of you guys are choosing to withhold your physical intimacy. Okay, so for those of you who are physically intimately active, you are choosing to withhold that. And if I'm being perfectly honest, I do believe that, I feel like it sounds manipulative to say that. I mean, I'm a Cancer with Scorpio moon, I can't really help it, but I do feel like it is important to, if you are wanting a relationship, again, if you're just wanting to go out and have fun, like, go out and have fun, live your best life. Like, who freaking cares, right? Life is short. Do what you want to do. That's so important. But if you are wanting a relationship, especially if you are a woman who's wanting a relationship with a man, I do feel like withholding this until you have a clear understanding of whether or not this person is serious about you or whether or not this person cares about you, I think that is a really important ingredient in creating a healthy, long-lasting relationship, or in creating just commitment. I shouldn't say healthy, long-lasting relationship, but to create commitment. I do feel like engaging in intimate acts too quickly, again, for women who are interested in men, I feel like that can tend to fizzle a relationship out prior to it fully developing. I also feel like, again, for those of you where you are not intimately active, I would see this more so as you taking your dating more serious, right? You choosing to be more serious and more intentional about who you're dating, about who you're giving your time to, about how you are engaging in dates or engaging in romantic situations. We have marriage. This is wedding, matrimony, and wedlock. So now that we have marriage here, this does make me feel, again, it's very, very possible that this level up is you guys, again, getting into a serious relationship, you guys going from being single to being in a more serious relationship, experiencing, again, maybe not a marriage, but a more serious connection. For some of you, it's very possible that you are getting engaged or that you are getting a ring by the end of 2024. The Ace of Pentacles, we could see that potentially as like an engagement ring, right? Like an offer coming in, somebody getting down on one knee and presenting you with an engagement ring. Okay. What is happening for group 1 in 2024? With their love life? Okay. We have separation here. It says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So because you guys are single, group number 1, this does not matter, okay? Like I don't see you guys getting into a relationship next year and then like leaving that relationship next year. Obviously for some of you that's possible, but I'm more so seeing this as like right now you're starting the year off single, you're starting the year off separated. And I don't think that this is a bad thing. I think that this is just talking about, again, taking that time that you are single, taking the time that you are lonely, because I do feel like for a lot of you, this relationship is going to blossom more so after the month of March. I don't feel like this is like an early year or the beginning of the year type of relationship. I feel like it's happening after the first 3 months of the year start. But I feel like during the first 3 months, it's very important that you're pouring into yourself. It's very important that you are getting your rest, that you're nourishing yourself, that you're nourishing your heart and your mind and your body. We also have finances and career. It says financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So for a lot of you, this could be an encouragement for you to focus in on work, focus in on creating your abundance. I also think it's very important for a lot of you to make sure that you are making time for your love life. Make sure that you are creating pockets of time where you have time to date, or you have time to swipe on the apps, or you have time to do this or to do that. Because obviously, again, if you guys are not interested in like dating apps or things like that, it is important that you create time to actually like go out and meet people, right? And then we have let your friends help you, ask for and accept support from others. Okay, so this could be let your friends help you, could literally mean like your friends are setting you up with somebody, but it could also mean you guys, there's a situation where like you're out with your friends, you're having fun, you are like, woo, we are celebrating so-and-so's birthday, or we're celebrating this, we're celebrating that. And through going out with your friends, again, maybe you're creating an environment, or maybe you are putting yourself in an environment where it feels like there's more opportunity for people to approach you. Okay. What is happening for group number 1? In 2024. We have gambling, problems with addictions or gambling, bad finances. Okay, so make sure that you guys are financially okay. I feel like that is a message that's coming up now. Obviously that has not a literal thing to do with your love life at all. Unless you're a man, like I don't feel like it's necessarily super important for women to have their finances in check when they are dating. Just because that's not... I mean, everyone should have their finances in check, you guys, but I don't necessarily think that that is a factor for dating. is what I'm trying to say. When this is showing up though, you guys, again, this is telling me I do feel like you guys should take calculated risks when it comes to dating. I don't think that you should just be throwing all your eggs into one basket because somebody is like kind of sweet or because somebody is being flirtatious. Like I think that you guys should definitely keep your options open. I feel like that's oftentimes a problem I see, especially with a lot of young women. I feel like I see a lot of young women who meet a guy or meet a girl and they're like, oh, they're so nice, they're so sweet, they really like me, they seemed really interested for the first like 2 months, and then they're just not. Stop putting all your eggs into one basket. If somebody is not literally obsessed with you for an extended period of time, you should not be putting all your emotions, all of your heart, your soul into that person, okay? We have moving on. It says someone is unavailable, a waste of time, it's over. So there could be like a short-term relationship that's taking place for some of you guys in 2024 where you're learning a lesson of like, again, not putting all your eggs into one basket and choosing to move your eggs into multiple baskets, or choosing to not give your eggs to anybody until they have proven themselves to you. We have moving. It says change of residence, moving in with your partner. So some of you guys are literally moving in with your partner or moving. I recently moved in with my partner, and it's like so insane to me to think about the beginning of this year. Like, I don't know, like it's just, or the beginning of this year, the beginning of last year. If you would have told me in January 2023 that I'd be living with this person, I would be like, am I even, I don't know. Anyways. I love it and I'm so happy, but like I just think it's crazy how much a year can change your life. So with that, some of you guys could be moving in with this person. We also have a honeymoon. This is a honeymoon phase and attending somebody's wedding. A honeymoon phase and attending somebody's wedding, okay? So obviously this could be the beginning stages of a relationship, the honeymoon phase. This could also be representing for a lot of you the energy of like talking about marriage or planning again for the future. Now that I'm seeing, and this is why I said the disclaimer in the beginning, you guys, now that I'm seeing all the cards setting up the way that they are, this is more so, I feel like, in alignment with a group of people who you guys, it feels like you're meeting somebody who you are very serious about and somebody who's very serious about you. And it feels like, yes, there are challenges, there are delays, there could even be certain blockages between you and this person that make the relationship difficult. This separation, for some of you, could be talking about a physical separation, like living far away from each other, or having complete and polar opposite schedules, going through a situation that separates you two, not by choice, but just because the circumstances are what they are. But I do see this ultimately as a relationship that has the ability to lead to marriage, has the ability to lead to like you two moving in together, has the ability to lead to all these beautiful things, leveling up in this relationship, taking this golden opportunity, taking action, taking risks as well, okay? This relationship that's blossoming feels like a relationship, again, that has the ability to stretch out over a number of years. For some of you, this will be marriage. For some of you, this will be just moving in. And for some of you, again, this relationship may more so be something that isn't long-lasting or occurring in this year, but I feel like for a lot of you who picked this pile, the way that the cards are setting up now, it just looks like a long-term relationship is blossoming for you in 2024. I want to pull just a few more, guys, and then I will go ahead and let you go. Healing, sacrifice. So this relationship or this person that's coming into your life in 2024 might be somebody who having them in your life requires you to sacrifice other people in your life or other things in your life. This could also be talking about a spiritual connection because Neptune is connected to spirituality. Neptune also does create a haze, and the only reason why I don't really feel the need to address that is because we have the honeymoon phase here, and the honeymoon phase is a haze, right? Like everybody knows that the honeymoon phase is like you're in Delulu land, so that's not surprising. We have Chiron here as well. This is healing. So there's obviously healing that will take place via this relationship or this connection. Okay, yeah. We have self-care. Clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. I feel like in the beginning of the year, it's important that you're putting yourself first. That's essentially what this card is saying, guys. We have integrity. Does the situation align with your values and morals? I think it's important for all of you to ask that. And that's why it's important now in the beginning of the year, because I want to make this mega clear. Not all of you who pick this pile are going to end up in a relationship. Nope, that's not happening. Okay, I'm going to tell you that right now. But I do feel like for a lot of you, okay, for a lot of you, there is a relationship blossoming, but this relationship, again, is a relationship that's going to have many challenges, many delays, many setbacks. I don't think that it's because there's a lack of love or a lack of desire, but I think the circumstances of this relationship make it more difficult. But ultimately, I do think because Saturn is here, if you guys have the ability to overcome these difficulties or these struggles, I think that this relationship is almost being like fused together in a way that feels very permanent, okay? Such as a marriage, buying a house together, maybe not this year, but eventually having children together. But then there's another group of you where I feel like this year is going to be more so focused on like your finances, your self-care, and getting a really clear vision on what you want in a partner, okay? And then we have decisions. It's time to decide about this relationship. So again, some of you are going to meet this person and you're going to decide like, oh, this is actually not what I want. This isn't the kind of person I want, or these aren't the circumstances that I want to deal with in my relationship. And that's okay. But that is what's separating those of you who are going to meet your husband, your wife this year, and those of you who are still trying to figure it out. And neither group is better than the other, you guys, because I do feel like for all of you, this is going to be a year of growth and expansion in regards to your love life and leveling up in regards to your love life, but it's going to be different for each and every one of you. So overall, again, I do see a commitment happening. I do see at least like a honeymoon phase happening for all of you. And some of you are going to choose to ride out the storm. Some of you are going to choose to overcome the challenges, the delays, the setbacks. And others of you are going to choose yourself, and you're going to choose to go in a different direction. And that is why, again, it's so important for all of you to get really clear on what you want and to stick to that, okay? So that is what I have for you guys, group number one. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to read for you today. I really do appreciate it. I am sending you guys so much love, and I'm wishing you the best of luck in your love life in 2024. That is all I got. So bye. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your guys' reading. We'll start off with the dice, you guys. We have Virgo, and we also have Libra. Hello, Virgo. Hello, Libra. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Sagittarius and Aries. Hello, Saggy. Hello, Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising. Capricorn and Virgo, again, my Earth babies. All right, let's throw Taurus in there for fun, right? Let's just get all the Earth signs up in there. If you guys are looking for a personal reading, I do have those available in the description box. If out of stock, message me and we will set something up. Okay. Now, you guys, I also want to make this super clear, and I said this in the last reading as well. Whatever comes out of the tarot, I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you guys. I'm not going to tell you that you're getting into a relationship if I don't see a relationship happening. Also, stay until the end of the reading, because I do feel like sometimes there are cards that come out that kind of tie the reading together and help provide more clarification for me to understand what's going on in the reading. And I don't feel like you can always get that with just a few cards. Like, you definitely have to stay and like see everything that comes out prior to having a complete message. So this year definitely seems major for you guys in regards to your love life. Can I have one more? Yeah, okay, beautiful, great, love it. Okay. Whew. Hold on, can I get clarification on this one? Love. Okay, fantastic. Pisces, hello. Virgo, hello. I love you the most. Gemini, you are also here. Okay, so Sun, Moon, Rising, all those signs. First things first, you guys, we've got the 8 of Cups. So what is this, right? This is essentially making me feel as if a lot of you are starting out 2024 walking away from a relationship or closing out a chapter. This doesn't have to, okay, when I say that, that could mean, you guys, that you broke up with somebody last August, last July, and you're just now getting over them and choosing to emotionally walk away, okay? When I say walk away, that does not mean that you had to have gotten broken up with December 31st, 2023, okay? Make that super clear. And I also feel like there are stages to breakups. There are stages to moving on from somebody. You guys could be in the final stage of moving on from somebody at the beginning of the year. For others of you, this is representing walking away from a mindset that comes or that has to do with love and relationships, okay? Choosing to walk away from the way that we have gone about relationships previously, choosing to walk away from perhaps bad cycles that we participated in. For some of you, I do feel like you may have a tendency to fall in love really quickly, and that's not a bad thing, right? Like to have a big heart and to want to be in love and to give somebody love is a beautiful, beautiful trait. But I do feel like for some of you, you've been burned because of how willing you've been to give your heart to somebody who has yet to prove themselves. And I feel like for some of you, you're choosing to walk away from that path and go down a different path. Regardless, you guys, this is telling me that 2024 is starting off on a note of we are leaving behind a person or an aspect, a mindset, a pattern from our past, okay? We have the Lovers. And I love this depiction, and I hate that I can't show it on here. Like, human bodies are just human bodies. Like, it's really not that deep, but whatever. The Lovers. This is obviously talking about two lovers coming together, joining in union. This is also talking about choosing a path in alignment with your highest good. When I see this card come out, especially directly after the Eight of Cups, the way I'm seeing it, group number 2, it feels to me, again, like you guys were in a situation, either with a person or again, you had like a mindset or there's been a pattern that you're like, I'm never gonna move on from this person because like I just love them so much. Or I don't want to give the nice guy a chance because like he's boring and like I want somebody who excites me. I want a spark. I want this. I want that. In leaving behind, you guys, whatever it is that this Eight of Cups is representing, I feel like a lot of you were walking away from this Eight of Cups with the idea or with the like the perception of like, I don't anticipate on finding better or on things getting better, but I know that I can no longer stay here. I know that this is no longer healthy for me to stay in, so I have to walk away. This Eight of Cups almost feels like there's nothing left, so there's no choice but for me to walk away. And I feel like in you guys walking away from this Eight of Cups, you're actually finding something much better than you were anticipating. You're actually engaging in a relationship that is far more fulfilling than you were anticipating. You're finding love in a way that was greater than the previous love. You are coming out of negative or unhealthy habits and you're like, oh my God, like I actually really do enjoy when my partner texts me back. I actually really do enjoy dating people who are attracted to me or who like me, who show interest. Like I actually really like this, and this is not it's not as bad as I was thinking. Actually, it's better than what I was anticipating. We also have the Moon. Now, I'm going to just say this and leave it here because I'm only picking up on this energy when I look at this card. A lot of you guys have no freaking idea, and you're not supposed to know what is about to take place in 2024. There is an element of surprise, and you guys need to accept surprises, okay? Like, you guys need to allow the universe to bring about a surprise in your life. Stop desiring all of the answers, okay, group 2? Sometimes you don't need to know. Sometimes it's better if things are in the dark and you allow them to reveal themselves as they are meant to reveal themselves, okay? I feel like for some of you may have anxiety and you may find comfort in seeking out answers, or you may find comfort in finding the truth. And for some reason, with this showing up in this context, I just feel the need to tell you guys to like stop and allow things to just unfold the way that they are gonna unfold. Stop trying to control the situation. Things in the dark will come to light. Trust that, okay? You do not need all the answers. I don't know why I felt the need to say that, but I just feel the need to say that. The Moon is talking about secrets being revealed. And for a lot of you, I do feel like this is a positive secret. And that's why I want to encourage you guys to stop like trying to micromanage or stop trying to like calculate every single tiny move that you're making. Don't be so calculated when it comes to your personal relationships, okay? And you don't need to overanalyze. You need to trust that things will come to the surface when they will come to the surface. We have the Wheel of Fortune as well, you guys. This is talking about luck. This is talking about fate. This is talking about destiny, all right? That is all I'm going to say on this, because honestly, like the Wheel of Fortune, like I love the card, but it's also just like, okay, great. There's like luck. woo, or there's like a destined situation taking place. You know, it's just not giving us a whole lot. So moving forward, we have the Hermit. And this was the card that made me stop and wonder, like, is group number 2 getting into a relationship? Like, what is actually happening in their love life? Because the Hermit is a very lonely card. But we have the Three of Wands to confirm, and we have the King of Cups. So I feel like what this Hermit card is really talking about is you guys are doing a lot of internal work throughout this year. And for some of you, you are doing the internal work when you are getting into this relationship or when you are meeting this person. And the reason why I'm saying that is because although, yes, like the Hermit is very lonely, because we have the Lovers here and we have the Wheel of Fortune and things coming to the surface, it does make me feel like for a lot of you, you're entering into a relationship, but the relationship that you're entering into is going to be a relationship in which you are having to face a lot of hard truths about yourself. I think this is going to be a relationship that is going to push you to grow internally. I don't think this is a relationship where this person is going to allow you to maintain your bad habits or to maintain toxic patterns that you have been participating in, okay? So for those of you who are ready to grow, who are ready to emotionally evolve, I feel like 2024 is going to be a beautiful and amazing year for your love life. For those of you who are not, this may be a little bit rougher for you and your love life. The last tarot card that came out is the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles, you guys, is essentially just talking about value, okay? It's talking about luxury, it's talking about abundance, it's talking about value, money. When I think about a love life and I think about somebody's love life and I see the Nine of Pentacles, this is telling me that there's going to be abundance in your love life. There's going to be something that is of value taking place in your love life. So this is what I feel based on the cards that are here. Again, I feel like for a lot of you, you're starting off the year walking away from someone, leaving behind a habit, recognizing like what role you play in your love life and choosing to go in a different direction. I do feel like for a lot of you, you're meeting somebody who's getting you really excited, somebody who you feel really passionate about. And I also feel like through this connection, there's a lot being revealed, but I feel like what is being revealed to you again is things that you need to stop seeking out answers. You need to stop trying to get all the information because you're managing situations that don't need to be micromanaged. And I feel like that's leading to toxic patterns. I also feel like the moon is representing a need for you guys to reveal darkness within yourself or to face darkness within yourself. And then going to the Hermit again, I think this is a lot of emotional growth and expansion. And then at the end of it, we have this like valuable thing. And for some of you, that valuable thing is going to be having a better relationship with yourself. For others of you, this is going to be like you have faced your darkness and you have this really beautiful, amazing relationship with this other person. Now, I'm going to need more cards than just what has come up, obviously, to get a full understanding of what's happening in your love life, but that seems to be the start. Whew. Okay. Water. We have opposition. This is imbalance and appointed tension, a power struggle. All right. So again, those of you where you're not willing to grow and expand and evolve and change on an emotional level, like 2024 may be rough for you in your love life. Like you may feel very beat up, very lonely. You may feel a lack of excitement in regards to your love life. But for those of you who are willing to like grow and evolve and change and really look at yourself, because again, you guys, like I always say this, but like you are 50% of a relationship. Now, that's not to say that you can't meet somebody who pretends to be a great person and then ends up being an awful person, but like it takes two to tango, right? Like if you're gonna be in a relationship, like you are 50% of that. And if you are unwell, chances are the relationship is not gonna go well. So with this opposition, this imbalance and appointed tension, I think it's extremely important, group number 2, for you guys to find balance internally, for you to experience balance externally. We also have the South Node, destined to release, which we started the reading off like this. So for those of you who refuse to release in 2024, like, I'm sorry guys, but like that's not, there's not much good coming, okay? Like I'm not saying that there's like doom and gloom and gore in your love life in 2024 if you don't let go, but I don't think that there's going to be much progression. I don't think there's going to be much movement. I don't think there's going to be much blossoming for you if you do not choose to let go. Because that's literally how we started off the reading. And then for this to come up with the first oracle deck that we're using for the astrology deck, destined to let go. What you are holding on to is nothing in comparison to what is ahead. And if you're constantly holding on to a bag of rocks, like, you're not going to get anywhere. And I know that bag of rocks may be a bag of rocks that you really love and that you have grown attached to, but I promise you that bag of rocks is preventing you from flying. And it doesn't matter how much you want to love the bag of rocks, you cannot carry that bag of rocks with you to the place that you're meant to go, to a place that's going to actually make you happy. So, I don't know, some of you, and this is just the reality, guys, like, some of you are going to choose to continue to hold on to the bag of rocks, and that's fine. Maybe right now in your life, like, you're not ready to fly. For others of you, in letting go of that bag of rocks, like, you are going to experience a freeing that is, again, leading you to what I believe is, love. We also have Pluto, you guys. This is transformation. This is, again, talking about letting go. As somebody who has a Scorpio North Node and a Scorpio Moon and a lot of Scorpio placements, my life is all about letting go. My life is quite literally all about transformation, letting go, and just learning to be okay with it. Like, stuff is gonna fall apart for me. And like, I just have to smile and be okay with it. You guys have to smile and be okay with the things that are being removed in your life in 2024, because if you are not, it's going to crush you, okay? Take it from somebody who knows. If transformation is meant to happen in your life, which, considering the fact that we have the Wheel of Fortune here, destiny is here, this is happening whether you want it to happen or not. And the more you hold on, the more you try to like, no, like, I don't want this to change, or I don't want to let this go. It's going to cut you, all right? It's going to cut you, and you are going to experience more pain, and the transformation is going to happen anyways. So it's best you just to let it go, right? If the caterpillar was like, no, I don't want to go into the chrysalis, I'm scared, the caterpillar's going to die. The caterpillar's going to get eaten up by a bird, okay? I mean, not that the butterfly is not, but like, maybe that was a bad analogy. The point is, guys, you need to be okay with the transformations happening in 2024 in order for you to get to ultimately like your love, and ultimately to get to your expansion and your growth internally. This, right, the value, the something valuable. Okay, let's see. I want to use this deck for you guys because I feel like yeah. So here's the thing, guys. In letting go, in releasing, I feel like you're experiencing a relationship and your love life is experiencing, and you are elevating in a way where you get to experience more depth, more deep love, more real love, more sincere love. Like, I don't feel like what you guys are holding on to. And again, maybe right now your perception is like, no, this is my soulmate. This is my twin flame. I love them so much. I can never let them go. If I'm being honest, you guys, for a lot of you, this pile feels like a group of people who are stuck on their ex, or who are stuck on an idea of like what their love life was supposed to be, or they're stuck on an idea of like a type, an archetype that they're trying to fit. You guys, I have seen literally, and this isn't directed at anybody specific, but I've seen many older people who are alone and sad and not living their best life because they have stuck themselves on an archetype of what they envisioned in their head. And I'm not talking about like, oh, I want a person who's kind and thoughtful and who's like secure financially. Like, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about somebody who's like, oh, he doesn't have green eyes and a six pack, so like that's not my soul. Like, what? Like, I'm sorry, what? He's not making $500,000 a year, and he doesn't have pearly white teeth and I don't know, big feet. I don't know. Like, and it's just like you're stuck on an archetype and you're not actually thinking about the depth. You're not actually considering like what it is to be a soulmate. And it's so sad when I see older people that are like that, because I'm just like, you just have to like you put yourself in a box and you can't get out of this box. And this box is preventing you from finding like actual love, finding someone who is actually going to treat you like a freaking goddess or a freaking god. Like, anyways, depth. This is important, okay, you guys? This is what is awaiting for you once you get out of that box, once you take yourself away from that idea of like what you thought your love life was supposed to be. We also have ecstasy, chasing thrills, excitement, and a good time. I also think I see this a lot with younger people too, and this used to 100% be me. My first love, I remember literally experiencing like that firework, like the first kiss, and just being like, oh my God, like this is the most amazing thing that's ever happened. And in reality, like that was me being like, my body was like, girly, there's something wrong with this person. Like there's something off. And I feel like chasing this, chasing the excitement, chasing the thrill, chasing the good time, chasing the ecstasy of somebody new or somebody who seems to be like unattainable, you guys, like that's gonna get real old real quick, okay? Look for somebody who makes you feel safe. Look for somebody who makes you feel secure. Look for somebody who makes you feel rooted, okay? If you can be with somebody and feel at home with them and feel comfortable and safe, and I know for a lot of you, again, especially those of you who are younger or those of you who are lacking in maturity, and that's no shade, but like, there may be a feeling of like, no, I want the fireworks. I want the spark. And I get that. I hear you, but your body, you're not listening to it properly. If you are experiencing that, your body is telling you something is off, okay? This is not, you feel uneasy for a reason. You feel like you're on a roller coaster because you are a girl, okay? And I feel, okay, the reason why I'm going on this tangent, you guys, is because, again, we have the Hermit here. We have the King of Cups and we have the Three of Wands. All of that together is telling me, for a lot of you, 2024 is going to be about you growing up and maturing when it comes to love and expanding when it comes to, like, you understanding the difference between a thrill and an excitement, a good time, that firework, that spark, versus somebody who can actually like provide you with a good, happy, stable relationship. And again, for others of you, like this is just the season of life that you're in, and like enjoy the ecstasy and the thrills like while you can, or while you still are finding that like exciting. Like live your life, right? If you're young, just live your life. You don't need to take life so seriously or like take relationships so seriously if you don't want to. But for those of you who are looking for a healthy relationship, like you have to get out of that cycle of chasing thrills. Oh, we have time. This is waiting cycles and moments. Oh, waiting cycles and moments. All right, waiting cycles and moments. Okay, so again, some of you, this is the thing with public readings or with like group readings. Everybody is at a different phase in their life. Everybody is in a different stage. Again, for those of you who are younger or you're not really looking for a serious relationship, just have fun, right? Like, I don't even know why you're really here. Just have fun. Just have fun. Live your life. But I do want you to recognize, again, in holding on to the bag of rocks, you are preventing yourself from flying, but that's okay. If you're not looking for a serious relationship, or if you're not like in a place where you're like, I want to settle down, that's okay. Just keep that bag of rocks. Know when you're ready, just let it go, okay? For everybody else though, where you're in a cycle where you're ready to settle down or where you want a partner, like you have to really, really start considering these things and really, I feel like, turn your focus inward, because I feel like that's where a lot of your answers are like lying. I feel like you are not going to find the answers outside of yourself. You're going to find them inside. And I feel like the way that we do that is, again, through taking time to ourselves and recognizing where we are falling short. Okay, let's go fly a kite. Yeah. Yes. That's so interesting, you guys, because again, when I was talking about the moon, for some reason, I was like, you guys are micromanaging. Like some of you are trying to micromanage your relationships or micromanage your love life, and it's preventing you from actually like getting to where you want to go. And then we literally have let go of control issues, and it says, allow the situation to unfold naturally. 100%. Like, stop trying to predict what's happening next, you guys. And as I'm sitting here with my tarot cards predicting for you guys what's happening in 2024, I get it. But like, I won't do readings on myself or on my love life. And there's a reason for that, because like, I don't want to know, I don't want to be in control of every little situation or relationship that I have in my life. Okay. I want to allow the universe, God, whoever, to just give me like what is meant for me. And if I have all the information, I'm going to act differently, right? I'm going to act differently. So I want to encourage this group, like, stop seeking out control. Stop seeking out, or stop intentionally going out of your way to find information so then you can control a situation, okay? Allow your love life to unfold naturally. And then we have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Again, for some of you, you're young and you're free and you just want to have fun. Just freaking have fun, okay? For those of you who are wanting to settle down, you have to get super clear on what is actually important when it comes to a relationship. And if the top of the list is they need to have blue eyes, like, I'm sorry, Betty Lou, but like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know. When I see this, you guys, I see this as like, you will have an opportunity to fall in love, but you have to know yourself and you have to know what you want from another person in order for you to even recognize them when they're in front of you. Okay. Ooh, okay. We have betray. This is divergence, different values, change of heart, and thought manipulation. Okay, so a change of heart, thought manipulation, change of heart. Okay, this is that 8 of Cups. It's okay to let go of the bag of rocks, guys. It's okay to let it go. I know we love the rocks. I know our rocks are special to us, but it's okay to let it go. It's okay when you're realizing this is draining me, this is exhausting me. It's okay to let it go. Okay. The thought manipulation, you guys. I don't know why I'm connecting the moon right now. This is more of an intuitive thing than me like reading tarot properly or reading the proper definition of the cards. I feel like for a lot of you, there is a desire to have control, and I get it. And I don't think that you're a bad person for wanting to have control. Like, I 100% get it. But you have to let that go, because I think that in you trying to control and micromanage your love life, you are betraying yourself, and you are literally becoming the roadblock to your happiness. So let things unfold naturally, guys. Also, the different values, that's why it's important for you to understand what you want. Especially those of you, again, who are looking for a serious relationship, you need to have a clear understanding of the qualities of the character, okay? What kind of person do you want to marry? What kind of person do you want to get into a relationship with? What kind of person do you want to spend your time with? Who is that person? I understand, again, that physical appearances are important, you guys, but that needs to be secondary, because at the end of the day, we're all decaying flesh. Like, we're all going to be in the ground in the next 100 years. And like, that does not matter. But like, having somebody who you know their character and you trust their character and you feel safe in that person's presence and you can love that person inside and out, that is what's important. And I feel like having similar values to your partner is something a lot of people overlook, especially in the beginning stages of a relationship, because they go, he's so sweet, he's so handsome, we have the same music taste, but I can say some values that I disagree with, but I don't want to, ruffle feathers. He A, B, and C. He supports whatever. You guys can fill in the blank. Point is, make sure your values are aligned. We have the balcony, land of love. All right, the land of love. This is so beautiful, guys. So I do feel like for a lot of you who have picked this pile, like, this is going to be a year of you letting go. And this is going to be a year of you welcoming in this like new love, you welcoming in this new type of love. I almost feel like for some of you, you're falling in love for the first time, and not literally, but it's what will feel like literally. Like, you will look at past relationships and be like, I thought that was love. Like, absolutely not. Like, this person is actually like my first love. And I feel like, to be fair, I feel like every time we fall in love, that's how it should feel. Like, this is your first time ever being in love. We have patience. This is patience, decent, and self-control. Thackeray has joined the chat. Do you want to say hi, Thackeray? Anyways, patience, self-control. Obviously, I think that it's extremely important to be patient when it comes to finding love. I feel like for a lot of you, there may be an energy of, I don't want to call it desperate, but when you're dating or when you're getting to know somebody, don't be so eager to like rush things into a particular direction. Again, allow your love life to unfold naturally. Be patient when it comes to love in 2024. Let's go fly a kite. Can I get some final messages? I feel like there's another deck I have to pull from. There it is. Yeah, boom, bada boom, bada bing. Okay, got this. You guys are going to be okay, group number 2. We have the fire element of desire, and I feel like this is the battle that we are fighting this year. It's like our desire versus like what is good for us. And again, if you're young or if you're not young, if you're like in your 40s or your 50s or your 60s, and you're like, I'm just trying to be a city girl, all right? Live your city girl life. Have fun. But again, if you are wanting a relationship, I feel like there is a balance that we are trying to establish between like having that passion, but also feeling like safe and secure and having trust and feeling a lack of anxiousness. Okay. So the fire element of desire, I just feel like it's really important again for this group to not chase that ecstasy, to not chase the thrills, because that's not going to lead to anything sustainable. Unless you don't want something sustainable, and then again, have fun. We have the second house of owning, all right? Now, I'm seeing this as an investment in your love life, you guys, like making an investment in your love life or somebody making an investment in you. I know I've talked about this again many, many times on my channel, but that is like the requirement for me to get into a relationship with somebody or to even give myself to somebody in any way, shape, or form. Like, you have to invest in me, and not necessarily financially, but like, you have to invest in me, because if you're not, then like, get out of my face. This is a pointless conversation. We have Yod as well, which is destiny, which we had destiny in the beginning of the reading, you guys, with the Wheel of Fortune. Again, I do feel like for a lot of you, there's a big, a large amount of 2024 is being controlled more so by destiny than anything else. This is so funny. We have the fire signs here, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Hello. We have vacation. You will be traveling soon. Some of you guys may be going on trips and meeting some interesting people. Confession. Someone has something to tell you. This could be what is coming to the light. We have let go. Make room for the new. Make room for the new beginning on its way to you now. Wait, the timing is not quite right. So for a lot of you, again, like, patience is key. Allow things to unfold naturally. Stop trying to micromanage your love life. Boom. Soulmate. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you. And like I said, this is how I'm seeing it for a lot of you. For some of you, like, you're still chasing the ecstasy. You're still chasing the thrills and the fun. Live your best life, girly or boy. For the other group of you who's like, no, I really want a relationship, or no, I really want a partner, look, you got to put down the bag of rocks. I don't know what the bag of rocks is. If it's your ex, if it's your parents and like their marriage and like what went on in their marriage affecting you, if it's like mental health struggles, if it's you being unhappy with your body or with yourself or like your friends or whatever it is, where you're living, your life in general, like, you got to put down the bag of rocks. All right. The bag of rocks is what's holding you back. And for some of you, you don't want to let the rocks go. And I get it. But holding on to that, you are preventing yourself again from finding that love. And I also feel like another key component to you guys getting into this relationship or to meeting this person is you releasing the need for that high of like, oh, I have butterflies and oh, I'm so excited and the spark. Like, to have real true love is to go deep, right? Is to have that depth. And when you have a deep relationship with somebody, when you have a real true deep relationship with somebody, it's not going to feel like you're on ecstasy 24/7. Obviously it will at times. Passion should be there, but it shouldn't be solely based. The foundation should not be ecstasy, okay? So that is what I have for you guys. Group number 2. Thank you guys so very much for allowing me to read for you today. I really do appreciate it. I'm sending you guys an abundance of love. I'm wishing you the best of luck with your 2024 and your love life. And that is all I got. So, bye. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your guys' reading. Let's start off with the dice, lovelies. We've got Capricorn and we've got a Sagittarius, babe. Hello, Cappy. Hello, Sag. We have Virgo and Cancer. Hello, Virgo. Hello, Cancer. Virgo and Sagittarius. I do feel like I stopped the Virgo from rolling, so let me... Capricorn. Okay. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and start shuffling your cards. Again, if you guys are looking for a personal reading, I do have those available in the description box. This is also your warning, you guys. I am not going to paint you a pretty story for the sake of painting you a pretty story. I'm going to read the cards as they're coming out. I'm going to try my best to not be mean or abrasive, but I'm not going to sugarcoat the reading for you. So if you need a happy message, if you need a sugar-coated message, this is probably not the place for you. All right. Also, I do want to encourage you guys to stay till the end, because I feel like you can't have a full message until all the cards are out. I do feel like sometimes it takes 1 or 2 cards to really paint a full picture of what's going on. So keep that in mind as well. Can I please, love? Okay, this is great. Can I please? Okay, this is the winner. Winner, winner. Okay. Let me paint a picture for you. Let me paint the dynamics first of all. A beautiful feminine energy. I don't give a damn if you're into men or if you're into women. Literally just, we're talking about energy. Beautiful feminine energy. Confident. Attractive, very seductive, somebody who attracts a lot of attention, somebody who's also extremely self-aware. I would describe this person as somebody who's extremely, extremely desirable, okay? And then we have this strong, stable, masculine energy coming through. This masculine energy has a desire to provide, to protect. And I know that sounds very like traditional standards, traditional gender roles, at least for the man, but that's just quite literally like what the King of Pentacles is. He is very responsible. He's very grounded. He's stable. He has a desire to provide. He can be a bit stern and stoic, but I feel like in the most delicious kind of way. He does give me very Capricorn energy, very daddy. So I do believe for a lot of you who picked this pile, take these 2 cards out of the equation. I do feel like for a lot of you, you are experiencing success, or you're experiencing more positive developments in your love life in 2024. Now, again, adding both these characters here, I'm seeing this as, again, the feminine energied person in the connection, being somebody who is extremely desirable, or somebody who is attracting more desirable options. Now, for most of you, you are going to be this feminine energied person. Most of my audience is either straight women or the boys who like boys. So most of you, this is going to be that. Obviously, if it's not, you can flip it, you guys. I honestly don't care about how you identify or what you are interested in personally. I'm just describing energies. So, desirability. If you identify as a feminine energy person, you are going to feel extremely desirable in 2024. There may be multiple people who are, I don't want to say chasing after you, because again, that sounds a bit dramatic, but who's showing interest, who's taking initiative to show that they are interested in you. This could also be on a personal level where you're just feeling hot and you're feeling yourself. You're feeling like, yes, I know who I am. I know what I want. I know what I deserve. And that within itself, like I genuinely wholeheartedly believe like 100 people could tell you how gorgeous you are, but if you don't feel it yourself, like you're just not going to feel it. So that may be the case with you guys, that you are just feeling very beautiful, very attractive on your own. The masculine energy person who's in this connection is again going to be somebody who is very stoic, somebody who I do think is a bit more serious, somebody who's responsible and grounded. This is somebody who you can rely on, you guys. Now, for some of you, this could be somebody who is financially well off, or somebody who is working to obtain financial security. That's going to vary from person to person, from situation to situation. What I will say is this person is not going to be somebody who's lazy. This person's not going to be somebody who's like, what do you bring to the table, essentially? And the reason why is because the King of Pentacles would be mortified to ask a stupid question like that of a feminine energied person. Like that would seem almost degrading, I think, to the King of Pentacles, because the King of Pentacles himself, like he is like the boss, right? He is in a position of like power. He is in a position where he is, again, financially stable, or in a mindset of like having a desire to be that way, being extremely ambitious. And I feel like the idea of looking to somebody else for their resources or what you can obtain from that person is almost like disrespectful to him. So that is how I'm seeing this, you guys. A man who is stable, consistent, reliable, and a woman or a feminine energied person who is, again, feeling very desirable, somebody who's extremely magnetic, somebody who's charming, has a lot of charisma. Now going to the actual story itself, I do feel like we're starting off this year. Obviously, this is a reading for the singles. Some of you may have recently gotten out of a relationship, okay? If that's the case, you may be still feeling a bit heartbroken. I'm so sorry if that is what you are currently going through, but I want you to know that that breakup was the best thing that ever happened to you. This Fool energy is scary. This Fool energy is spooky, right? Because we are going in a direction we've never gone before, and it can be literally so incredibly nerve-wracking. But I want you guys to know, group number 3, that this new journey is leading you. It's taking you down a path of like so much romance. Like there's so much romance coming into your guys' life. There's so much, like, it almost feels like sweet, like you guys are finally getting like the flowers, the candies, a sweet good morning text, somebody who's like genuinely showing you interest. And I feel like, again, previous to this Fool energy, we were not living in that reality. We were living in a reality where perhaps the person we were dealing with just wasn't showing interest or excitement or enthusiasm. But this new phase in your love life, it feels like there is a lot of enthusiasm around like wanting to make you feel special. And it also could be vice versa. Like maybe you're also wanting to make this other person feel special. It just feels like an oozing of romance. The Knight of Cups is quite literally representing, I want to bring romance to your front door. I want to show you the world. I want to show you what it is that you deserve. That's the energy of the Knight of Cups, okay? It's a very romantic card. Now, I'm not just hyping this up, you guys, because of those two cards. We also have the Six of Wands, which is success. This is literally success. So when I see this in a love reading and we're talking about what's happening for you in the upcoming year, it's impossible for me to not look at this in a beautiful way. Like this is telling me like you are literally having success in your love life. Not only are you having success and a victory in your love life, but it's going to be stable. It's going to be stable. Now, it may for a lot of you be something that moves slowly or that progresses slowly. This could even be towards the end of the year. So I want you guys to listen very closely to me. For some of you, this is going to happen quick. I love that for you guys. Some of you, this person may have recently already entered your life and you're not in a relationship, but you were like about to be in a relationship with this person. I want it to be super, super clear. I'm seeing this, how do I say this? The way it's being presented to me, you guys, it's like there's two different scenarios going on. Number one, I feel like the relationship for a lot of you could develop slowly, but once you are in the relationship, things may pick up really quickly. So let's say it takes you like 3, 4, 5 months to make things official. Maybe there are certain hurdles or obstacles that you and this person have to overcome before getting into a relationship makes sense. Once you guys are in a relationship, I do feel like this relationship is going to be stable. Once you guys are in a committed relationship, I do feel like this is something that has stability. And I also do feel like you guys are going to continue to move forward in a, I don't want to say rapid rate, but in a progressive rate, okay? Because if you stay stuck in a certain phase in your relationship and you never progress and you never move forward and nothing ever changes in your relationship's going to die. But for others of you, you are going to go throughout this entire year feeling single. Maybe you're going on a date. Maybe you're like talking to this person, talking to that person, but nothing's leading to a relationship. Towards the end of the year, some of you are going to get exhausted. You're going to be like, okay, whatever. Like, I love myself. I love my life. And I don't really care. And then boom, this stable relationship's coming into your life, or this person who is giving you a lot of stability and consistency is coming into your life. I feel like for a lot of you, this relationship is blossoming towards the end of the year. Can I please? Okay, love it. We love to see it. Physical attraction. Like when we're talking about the first house, I know people like to be like, oh, the first house is like how you, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. This is physical attraction, okay? So you and this person are going to be physically attracted to each other. This is individuality, self-image, and approach to life, okay? And again, I feel like for a lot of you, because statistically speaking, the majority of the people who watch my channel are women, and the majority of them are straight women. I know that I got some LGBTQ here. I know I got some men here, and I love you guys. But I feel like specifically the women, or, you yeah, I feel like specifically the women, you guys are going to be feeling a lot more confident. Now, if you are a boy who likes boys, I also feel like there could be more physical confidence coming into your life as well. But that almost feels like it was something that you've already been working on. Like, I feel like for the men, it feels like a more long process, or a process that's been more consistent or ongoing. For the females or the feminine energy people who are watching this, I'm seeing this as like a rapid development or rapid changes happening in your physical body. I don't know if that's like you dyeing your hair, or if that's you getting highlights, if that's maybe you're like, I'm gonna start dressing like this, or I'm gonna start blah 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 blah, but it feels like more rapid, which I think makes sense, right? I think it's easier for women to make quick, fast changes than it is for men, because men only have so much to play around with. Anyways, we've got Jupiter here, and this is grow and expand. So I do see growth and expansion happening in your love life, but this is also the planet of luck, guys. Like, this is also the planet of luck. For those of you who are interested in dating men, it's very possible that this is representing your husband. And again, we do have a success. So what are your goals, you guys, in regards to dating? Like, where are you at in your love life where like you are focused on, oh, okay, like I want a long-term relationship, or I just want my first relationship, or I want to get married? Like, what are your goals in your relationship? I do believe that with the Six of Wands here and with Jupiter here, you guys are experiencing expansion in regards to like what you are wanting in your love life, okay? And for some of you, this is you meeting your husband. Especially, we have the sun here as well, which is also masculine energy. The sun is essentially just talking about our ego, you guys. This is self-expression and the embodied truth. This is, you know, what we are striving for in life. So I'm not going to say too much about that. That could be representing Leo energy. We also have Aries energy and Sagittarius energy. So hello, hello, hello. Oh, no, we're done with that. Okay. I don't know what card I want to pull next. Okay, we'll go here. Can I please? Yeah, boom, boom, boom. All right. So like I was saying, guys, okay, I feel like this group, I don't know. I feel like all the groups have a possibility of getting in a relationship. It seemed a bit more complicated for the other two piles, but for this specific pile, look at this, Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet are like what? They're ideal lover, right? Romeo is literally described as the idealistic lover, passion, rashness, quickly changing moods. Romeo and Juliet are soulmates. They're meant to be together. They hated the idea of being apart so much that they decided to kick rocks, you know? So I love that they came up together. I think this is beautiful. Juliet is inner strength and independence. So we've got a soulmating coming up. So that may be very possible that you guys are meeting your Romeo, or you guys are meeting your Juliet. We have humorous, loyal, devoted, wild, and frantic. All right, these may be traits that you both are sharing. Maybe you guys are bonding over humor. Obviously, I would assume this is a relationship that's very loyal, based on the fact that we have a lot of pentacle energy here. Wild and frantic, it may feel like this is like a relationship that has taken you by surprise. All right. Can I please... I love that. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, we have bitterness. This is bitterness. This is resentment, anger, and hurtful words. Perhaps this is why you guys are on that fool's journey of like starting over. I don't know if in your last relationship there were a lot of hurtful words, or there was a lot of bitterness and resentment. That's very possible, obviously. But I'm not necessarily seeing this with the new connection that's showing up. We have influence as well. This is attachments, third parties, and peers. You guys may be influenced by other people. You guys may be influenced by your friends, by your family, by perhaps a social media app to meet this person, or there could be like a bridge that is bridging you between you and the person that you are going to be meeting in 2024. Again, this could come in the form of a friendship. This could come in the form of social media, a dating app, maybe a family member. For some of you, this could even be university. That's like being the bridge between you and this person, but there is something else involved, or there's another element involved in regards to this person and you mating. We have cloudy judgment as well. This says illusions, unbalanced, and distorted. Okay, so I think it's extremely important, and I think that this is coming up again because of that Fool energy. The fact that we have cloudy judgment here, this is saying like we don't have a clear path forward. And when the Fool is in a reading, the Fool is representing just that. Like we feel unbalanced because we're in a new environment. We don't have clear vision because like we can't see what's in front of us. This is uncharted territories. So I do believe that you guys are starting off the year a bit discombobulated. Maybe you're feeling very out of place. Maybe you're feeling very lonely. Maybe you're feeling like I'm never going to find my person. I'm never going to fall in love. And for some of you, I'm honestly just not seeing that for you guys. Like if you picked this pile out of all the piles that I've done today, I feel like this pile seems to have the most luck in regards to love, or the most success when it comes to love. The last one we have here is loyalty. All right, this is trusting, reliability, and believing. Which there's a lot of earth energy here, which does make me feel like loyalty is definitely a staple in this particular group. I also think it's funny the way these came out. Queen of Wands, right? Archetype. Six of Wands, success. King of Pentacles, archetype, right? Knight of Pentacles, moving forward in a stable manner, okay? Moving forward slowly, but in a stable manner. Like I feel like all these cards here are a recipe for a beautiful, long relationship. And then like to start us off, we have like this road to romance. We have this offer of love coming in, this like, oh, I want to give you my heart, I want to wear my heart in my sleeve for you. So I just think it's interesting the way that the cards came out. But let's continue. I don't want this deck yet. Can I please have a message? So interesting. What is this? Okay. We have intuition, okay? This says the red flags you ignore now will come back to bite you later. The red flags you ignore now will come back to bite you later. So obviously, you guys, this is just a warning that during the dating process, it's extremely important that you are not ignoring red flags. This is the problem with, I think, like 90% of like failed situationships or 90% of failed like talking stages. I feel like it's because people are ignoring red flags. When somebody tells you who they are, believe them. And I know that's such a lame thing to say, but it's quite literally so true. People tell on themselves, okay? I feel like you can see the red flags very early in the beginning and your feelings get involved, and then you go, oh no, like they didn't mean it that way, or they're just kidding, or they're just, no, stop making excuses for people you don't know. Pay attention in the beginning, okay? Be ruthless in the beginning. We have, and that's not to say with this person, but I mean as you guys are dating, because I do believe, again, for all of you who are feminine or who carry a more feminine energy, you are going to have more than one suitor pursuing you. At least two, at the very least. For some of you, it's going to be a lot more than just two, all right? So keep that in mind. Not every person who's coming into your life this year is going to be somebody who has good intentions. Not everybody who's coming into your life this year is going to be somebody who wants something stable. I do believe you guys are going to be more desirable this year, but that comes with like needing to shift through the garbage, the rubbish, right? So pay attention to the red flags. We also have Mercury retrograde, electronic issues, communication issues, review everything. Block your ex. I'm tired of it. Block your ex. All right, you guys, block your freaking ex. Your ex is an ex for a reason, okay? Now, if they cheated on you, if they've lied to you, if they've not treated you properly, if they've abused you, block them. It's done. It's over. Block them. It needs to be kaput. We also have health, and it says health issues could arise. All right, you guys, this is essentially, I feel like, talking about listening to your body, your intuition, what your heart's telling you, what your gut's telling you, okay? When your gut is giving you anxiety or what people like to think is butterflies, like that is a sign that the person you're dealing with is probably not someone that you're comfortable with. The person you're dealing with is somebody who you are afraid. You're afraid that that person is going to hurt you. That's why you have butterflies. That's why you have anxiety, right? So I'm not necessarily saying avoid that person, because I do feel like at least the first like date or two, getting to know someone, it makes sense that there could be a little bit of butterflies. But if you continue to have this feeling in the pit of your stomach when you meet somebody or when you're going to hang out with this person, that is a sign your body's telling you that they are not your person. They are not There's something that's misaligned. So keep that in mind, you guys. With this health as well, I feel like this is talking about like taking care of your heart, protecting your heart. Because again, I do believe that for this specific group, there's an abundance of opportunities in regards to like different partners coming in. And I think for those of you who do want this more serious partner, you have to really, again, shift through, you really do have to shift through the perhaps non-serious situations. We have date night, and this says get ready to be wined and dined. And again, I do believe, boom, 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 that there is a lot of romance coming into your guys' life. I do believe that this person who wants to court you, who wants to date you, who wants to have a serious relationship with you is going to be somebody who is like offering you this like, I want to impress you. I want to wine and dine you. This doesn't literally have to be like dinner, but it could be that this person is offering to, I don't know, bring you flowers or buy your groceries or take you on a really cute, thoughtful, like unique date. It doesn't need to literally be dinner. But wined and dined essentially is just like this person has a desire to impress you, okay? And it's more than just a desire, it's like action to impress you. Can I please, okay. Okay. Can I please have a message? Okay, guys. So here's the thing. I'm going to go through these last ones really quickly just because I feel like they are not necessarily super relevant for you guys. This is unplug. It says work less. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. Taking care of yourself will help strengthen your relationship, right? Obviously, quality time is important for every relationship. I feel like this is a very self-explanatory card, and I feel like this does not just apply to you guys, but literally every single person on earth. Not necessarily needing to work less, but making sure that you carve out time to nourish your relationship and to give it, you know, personal time. We have rejection here, and it says this rejection is actually divine protection. You guys, I want to make it super, super clear. 2024 for you guys, group 3, you are having people come into your life who are showing you, they're showing you interest. They want to be with you. They want to date you. They want to be like, ooh, let me take you here. Let me do this. Blah, blah, blah. You need to use your discernment in 2024, okay, you guys? You need to use your discernment. I do believe that there is somebody who is very serious about you, who has intentions to provide a stable, long-lasting relationship. But I also think that there's a lot of distractions that you guys will come across throughout the year. And I think it's extremely important that you make sure, again, you're listening to your intuition and that you are really, really getting to know somebody prior to developing this relationship. We have past life love, and it says your soul remembers this intense connection. And I think, again, this is this King of Pentacles that's coming into your life. This person who has a desire to offer you that like love, that desire to offer you something stable. We have flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. And I think this is what, again, the majority of you are going to be doing throughout the year. You're going to be dating. You're going to be flirting. It's going to be cute, fun, and fresh. And I think that that's fine. Again, especially for those of you who just want to have fun, like just go have fun. But I feel like for all of you, like this is the majority of the years, like having fun, being a little flirtatious. I do feel like there is a new love that is going to be blossoming for a lot of you. And I do feel like for a lot of you, it's happening more towards the end of the year and not necessarily at the front or at the top of the year. This says a new person has steered your romantic feelings, and this is quite literally just new love blossoming. So I don't know. I'm really excited about that for you guys because I do feel like out of all the groups, out of all the piles today, this group does seem to have a really serious offer when it comes to love. And it feels like a lot of you who picked this pile have a really serious offer of like a stable relationship coming in. We have Pisces here. This is, I believe, Pisces is connected to spirituality, you guys. So when I see this come up in a love reading, I do see this potentially talking about a soul connection. I believe Saturn is in Pisces right now. So when I see that, I oftentimes associate, because Pisces is showing up, is the reason why I'm bringing up Saturn. I do associate like Saturnian energy and like love and relationships. I do see that as a relationship that may endure a lot of ups and downs, but through it all, it's like strengthening your bond with this person. We have Gemini, I think. Gemini energy, okay. You guys could be meeting this person online. When I see Gemini, I think of online, I think of learning. So this could also be like university or school, something to that effect. Maybe you are meeting this person in Gemini season, the beginning of June, perhaps, the end of May. We have Taurus as well. This is I have. This is very interesting to me because, again, we do have that King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles is, again, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus energy. Taurus is a very abundant sign, so I find that interesting. I'm going to pull one more card for you guys. What is taking place? Instincts. Totality and wisdom. You guys are wrapping up cycles, all right? You're going into the new year in a brand new cycle with a brand new mindset. I also do believe you guys are taking the wisdom that you have learned from past relationships or past situations, and you're using that to your advantage in 2024. You guys are also connecting back to your natural basic instincts. That is that. No, we'll leave it. I'll stop. Okay, that is what I have for you guys. Group number 3. Overall, I feel like you guys are very, very likely to end up in a relationship. If not, you're definitely dating. Like, there are people who are showing you interest. There are people who are like, hey, cutie, let me take you to dinner. Let me take you to the movies. Let's go sit under the stars and gaze at the universe together, which, like, for me, I would prefer that over. Maybe don't do that on the first date, though. That sounds a little unsafe. But, like, once you know them and you feel like they're not Ted Bundy, you know, stargazing is beautiful. Anyways, that's what I have for you guys, group 3. Thank you so much. I'm sending you so much love, and that is all I got. So, bye.